at least the rehab part of it. I mean, he'd been partying way before he was an adult, even. Not just partying, but becoming an addict, and full-fledged. And, he's been to treatment a few times, and he gets out, and he does okay for a week or two, and is right back into it, and it just seems that going to a treatment, and you know this as well as I do, that going to a treatment place isn't going to fix you.
Right.
You get tools, and then you have to go in the real world, and you have to go back to life, and you have to work on them. And it's hard to get it right the first time. I'm not saying that can't be done, but it's hard. And if you're mentally prepared for it, but there's so much that goes on in someone's brain, and depending on, what trauma they had in their childhood, have they processed it? And are they willing to admit it to themselves that, hey, this is the problem and I need to face it? And do they know how to face it? And that's what I mean by it's so much mental that goes into it, just to stop using. Okay, anybody can do that. But if you're not prepared mentally enough, it's not a recipe for success.
Right.
And I was talking to another guy today, and he was telling me, that he had decided to change his way of thinking. And I guess there was some exercise he did recently where there was some stuff he wrote down from top to bottom, and then he read it, and then read it from bottom to the top, and how it changed the meaning of everything. And he was just it blew my mind, man. The way our minds perceive things and this and that. And it's yeah, and we were just talking about that the other day about, remember to bring this to work with you, instead of, don't forget to bring this to work.
Yep.
And our minds are so powerful that we just, scratching the surface on that too.
Oh my gosh.
But the more we think about positive things, the more we're going to be in a positive mood, the more we're going to be geared to go. And I always use the saying, I'm always trying to keep it going. I'm trying to move it forward. I'm always moving forward, and that's what I mean by that is I'm always getting momentum, to keep going to what I want to do, instead of, well, hold on, let me stop and think about that time I said that to my mom and I did that to my sister. That sounded creepy. There's nothing like that. I'm just saying, just using terms here. But, I could go back and oh, pity, more, oh, poor me, I should have never, but no. I know I've done those things. I'm making up for them now by the good I'm doing. Let's keep it going. What do I want to do next? What kind of person do I want to be? What are the things I have to do to get there?
Forward movement. Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah, and people shouldn't feel ashamed by going to a place that's, co-occurring disorders or, dual diagnosis, whatever they happen to call them, because, treating the mental part is important. And then I'm not saying you have to get on any kind of drugs or antidepressants or anything like that, but I mean, they helped me a little bit. That's a process in itself too, getting one that fits your makeup, I guess. Mm-hmm. They have some kind of test that determines which ones are going to be good for you and which ones probably won't. But,
yeah, they do have that.
Yeah, but don't think bad about that. And if you know someone that's oh, I just can't, and what are they going to say? Or, I don't want to be on drugs. We don't have to be on drugs. You don't have to be on any kind of medication, but there is stuff out there that can help you. But you shouldn't have to feel bad about that. You shouldn't have to feel any kind of way. If you want to improve your life, if you want to get better at life, why wouldn't you?
Right.
If I told you, hey, you're going to have to run through this mud naked, and there's people over there, they don't even know what's going on over here. But when you get through that mud, you're going to get $1 billion. Them people over there, they have no idea. They just see some crazy guy over here run through the mud naked. They have no idea what comes out at the end. Let them laugh. They have no idea. You're going to be rich beyond belief, That was a pretty good analogy, I'm not going to lie. So run through that damn mud, get to the end, and get your life. That's worth $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
But don't worry about those people that are staying off to the side.
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on. You don't even know them. Even if you do, whatever.
Yeah, there's no shame in it, in taking, prescriptions for other things that are going on. Once you are diagnosed, properly, and have met with your counselor or therapist and, psych doctor, if that's what you need to end up having to see, that's great. As long, and then obviously follow through, follow up with them, and, let them know how you're feeling and things are, and be patient. That's one of the biggest things I can say. I mean, I myself, I took an antidepressant. I was on an antidepressant for a long time when I first got sober, and it helped me. It really did. And then after a while, I didn't just stop taking it. I talked to my doctor about it, and then we just reduced my, dosage, and we decided together that, to try to see if I could just go without it and see how I was feeling. And then, I kind of I was doing other things, and my life was changing so drastically and in a good way. And I was keeping myself busy, and, things were good. And my whole mindset was just completely different than any time I had been in my life. I was motivated, and I was healthy, and, I was focused, and I was like, if this, antidepressant, if this is going to give me a little help with what I need and make things a little more clear and make things, because it's all, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know about that kind of stuff, but there's chemicals in your brain that make you feel certain ways. And, we have drastically avoided and ruined, a lot of things that in our brain or what have you. And so, if you need that help, don't be ashamed of that.
Yeah. And the fact that, and I used to say this too. I don't want to put me on drugs. Mm-hmm. How much did you just drink? Wait, that'll hurt my body. That's going to mess up my brain. Wait, how much again do you drink a day? Are you serious? And you're worried about your brain. You're worried about your health.
Right.
And it's funny that we'll do that. And, be careful if someone says to you, loved one says to you, and if you're like, hey, what about if you tried this, or, have you talked to a therapist? No, that's not for me.
Right.
Oh,
I'm not crazy.
Well, how do you know? Well, because I tried it. I didn't like it. Well, you don't have to like it. We're just saying that this works. Mm-hmm. I don't like to run through mud. No. But look at the end of it, though. You're going to get $1 billion. Mm-hmm. Well, mud doesn't work for me. Well, how do you know? $1 billion on the other side. Just trust me. Run through that mud, get that $1 billion. Run through that mud, get that life back. But we're so hard to, no, that's for other people. No, I'm special. And we all think that way. If there's a one point in our life we thought that way, like, oh yeah, that's good for them. That's good for those AA people. That's good for them NA people. It's not for me. I don't like it. That's too much hugging. There's too much talking. I don't like it.
Right.
No, you don't have to like it. Just get through it. Run through the mud. I'm telling you, you're going to come out on the other side, and it's going to be wonderful. And you're going to be like, damn, Corey, in that mud reference. I wish I had my $1 billion, though. You will. Trust me. You can do anything you want. I mean, the $1 billion is probably a little far-fetched, but you're going to be happier than you could have ever imagined, and things are going to happen in your life that you would have never seen coming, and you're going to start seeing these little coincidences, and you're going to be like, they're not coincidences. Mm-hmm. That's God. That's your higher power. That's angels. That's whatever. Mm-hmm. That's somebody looking out for you. Something's looking out for you in this world. And by doing the right things, just the more rewards just keep coming. Some people, though, they get a little frustrated. Oh, I've been sober for 3 or 4 months and nothing great's happened.
Patient.
Well, what are you doing to make it happen?
Right.
Well, I went to work and came home. Okay, well, what else did you do? Like, what did you do? Like God didn't just come and drop these microphones in the studio, like I had to go out and get them, but ask yourself, what are you doing? Sometimes opportunities will present themselves to you like that, like boom, out of the sky. And you're like, whoa. But again, those are the coincidences that you're going to be like, wow, if I didn't do this and didn't do that and didn't meet that person, wow, none of this would have happened, and those will keep happening. And you'll be like, holy my God, what is going on? But, ask yourself, though, if you're frustrated and if you got 3-4 months in, you're hitting the wall, your brain's not making the serotonin, dopamine, whatever. It's not producing it as much as it did a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you're starting to hit that wall and things they're not happy anymore. And it's the same old, same old. Well, what are you doing about it?
Right.
I would ask myself that. But tomorrow's a big day, so we should probably
right.
probably wrap it up a little bit. But if you have any questions for us, we're always available. Hit us up. You hit us up through Facebook. You can hit us up through our emails. Mine is Corey, Corey, at 217recovery.com.
And
Marnie's is
Marney.
What is it?
Marney. Marnie at 217recovery.com.
Recovery.com. So do that. Check out our website, Amazon, Smile. Look at that. Set it up for us. We really appreciate it. If you can spend $3-4, buy a watch or some socks.
Yeah.
Do that. Our list is on 217recovery.com as well. And get the apps. So you got some work to do, a little bit of homework. Go do that. We really appreciate it. We're going to take those things, obviously, to treatment centers and make people smile.
There you
with
go.
Amazon Smile.
There you go.
I wish I had a little ding.
I know.
'Cause I'm cheesing it up. But no, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. And we'll be back tomorrow and talk about how much candy we bought. Or something. I don't know.
Right.
We'll figure it out tomorrow. But thanks again for listening and have a good night. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everyone.